Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Putback podcast with Tyler and Cole. Before we get things started today, I want to make sure that you can check out our Twitter and our Instagram. Our Twitter is Podcast Putback, and then I always get that one mixed up. And then Instagram is just Putback Podcast,
and they're right here and here. Yeah, here.
There somewhere.
Yeah, I keep them up on the top of the screen.
Now, what do we got on the schedule today, T?
So, we have actual topics. Recently, we've just been doing the stat lines. So, we have topics, we have some pretty baller stat lines, and we have predictions that I'm going to actually remember to keep track of for next week because my dumb ass did like a week ahead the first time we got back. Let's hop into topics first. KD got $1 million bonus for the Nets making the playoffs for an average of 0 minutes played a game for the season. Man got handed $1 million.
$1 million.
I should have just had the bonus, dude. I played the same amount of fucking time as he did.
Yeah, you had the same stat line as him.
Alright, fuck. You're right. That's crazy to me. Yeah, this is a side question. This is about minutes per game in the NBA. The free throw line has a time clock paused.
Does it?
Yeah. So, do people get time for being at the free throw line?
I don't know.
That's a good question, isn't it? I don't have to look into that one.
Well, I assume you can't just stand there.
No, but like, if the clock isn't moving and there's only 48 minutes a game, they base your time off when the clock is moving. If the free throw clock, or if the whole time clock is sit at like 9:42 or whatever and doesn't move while you're shooting your free throws, does that count as minutes per game?
I guess.
I'm going to have to look into that one.
I don't know how averages work.
Anyways, KD got $1 million bonus for the playoffs. As long as Kyrie didn't get a check, I think I'll be all right.
Kyrie do to you? Oh, never mind.
I don't like him. He's selling. Yeah. So what do you think about that $1 million check?
Yeah, I can't believe you got that.
That's insane.
I can't believe you made the playoffs. To be honest with you.
I don't think we should have. I think we just got pulled in because they were trying to get Zion in.
Probably, yeah.
Next, lazy Lakers.
The lazy Lakers.
They are
alliteration.
I think they're 1-4 in the bubble, something like that. But they clinched the seed. They clinched seeding before the season started, or before the restart started. So they didn't actually. It's not required for them to even play. LeBron's been scoring like 18 points a game instead of like 29. So
is he trying to get a better matchup or something? I don't.
Well, no, AD's still going for 30. So I don't. I assume some of them are trying to win. Or maybe AD's making a run for his MVP season this season.
Oh yeah, totally. I swear, if AD gets MVP over Giannis or LeBron, I'm gonna punch your computer. Okay?
No, I like this computer. Well, side note, MVP talk: Giannis or LeBron? Who are you voting for?
Luckily for them, I don't get a vote, but I think out of pure bias, I'd have to go Giannis, but I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have to say Giannis too, just because I feel like he deserves it at this point.
But he got it last year, so I don't know if they'll give it to him.
I guess we'll see. Wizards are out. This is something you told me.
Yeah. The
Wizards are officially out, so I'm gonna make a jump and say they're 0-5 in the bubble.
I don't know.
They're out. That's
I
the
looked
point.
yesterday, but I don't remember.
Bradley Beal didn't even play in their last game. When I was digging through stat lines, they didn't play in their last game.
So my prediction for them winning was wrong. Yeah, it was very hard to find a reason that they were going to win the NBA championship, and this is clearly why.
If you guys haven't seen that episode of the podcast, some of the information is dated, like the predictions and stuff, or the stat lines. Go to last week's podcast. Me and Cole did a one reason why every team in the bubble could win the championship. And once you get to the bottom of the list that we had respectively, because we split it to 11 teams apiece, once you get to the bottom of those lists, like the 7th or 8th team on your list, it makes it very, very hard to find a reason why they could win the championship.
Yeah.
And he was the unfortunate one that got stuck with the Washington Wizards. Sorry about your luck. I got stuck with the Kings, though, so we both got fucked. Speaking of one of those teams that we couldn't find a reason why they could win, the Suns are 5-0 in the bubble.
Yeah, what is happening?
I have no clue. Devin Booker's doing this thing. So the way I do the stat lines is I'll go through the schedule, look at the games for the past week, and if anything stands out to me, I pick it. I've gotten so used to seeing Devin Booker with 30 points a game, 35 points a game, 29. Like, that I don't even write it down. It's
Devin Booker's bubble MVP. I don't know.
So, let me tell you about shooters. There's a concept, because the bubble stadium isn't as big as a regular stadium, that depth perception doesn't play a factor as much in shooting. Hence, and I was sitting there thinking, like, TJ Warren's percentage is going up, shooters are having an easier time, Devin Booker's scoring 25-30 without a problem. I wonder if that has something to do with teams that are based around shooters, like the Suns, getting more wins. And TJ Warren, who's been averaging 30-plus points a game for the bubble.
Certainly glad the Warriors aren't in the bubble this year.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. Because Clay and Steph.
Clay and Thompson and Steph would be averaging 50 each.
Yeah, they're already lethal shooters. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that. You take away the threat of depth perception for guys that shoot 40% from the 3-point line anyways. The motherfucker's going to be averaging 59.2% from the 3-point line. Jesus. The Suns are 5-0 though.
Yeah. Did you see who said it? Was it Draymond Green that was like, get my boy out of Phoenix?
Oh yeah, get the man some help or something? Yeah.
Listen, bro, that's called
tampering.
Yeah.
This just in. You heard it here first. Devin Booker, Golden State Warriors for the 2021 or 2020-2021 season.
Yep.
The new starting shooting guard for the Golden State Warriors.
The starting five is going to be Steph, Clay, Devin, Giannis.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I heard about that too, Giannis going to the Warriors.
80-2 is going to be the record.
I can't. I'd start watching hockey over that. You want to do stat lines? Since I pretty much did the topics.
So our boy Luka had a triple-double.
Man went off.
36 points, 19 assists. 19 assists? How do you get 19 assists in a game? I don't even think I've seen that in 2K. Like, 19 assists.
No, go ahead.
And 14 rebounds? Holy.
So I got two fun facts about that stat line.
Oh, yeah?
One is that he has more rebounds than Kristaps Porzingis in that game, who only had 11. Two, I believe his name is Scott Skiles. Somebody on the Magic ended up with 25 assists in one game, and that's the NBA record.
That's a lot of assists.
Yes, it is. And now it's seeming like it could be beat on any random night, because Luka just went for 19.
And he still had 36 points. It's not like he had 10 points and 19 assists.
That shit's insane.
Yeah, I'd say. So, Giannis and Lopez combined.
Brooke.
Thanks for clarifying. Because I was concerned it was Robin. Giannis and Brooke Lopez combined for 68 points. That's quite a few points, bro.
That's I think they won that game like 110 to like something. So
110 to something.
The rest of the team scored 40-some points. For like 7 other guys, because they run like an eight man. So 6 other guys. They run like an 8-man depth chart. So for 8 other people, they scored 40 points.
That's crazy.
And the other one was Robin, somewhere in there.
Robin. So technically, Giannis and the Lopez's combined for probably like 70.
Like
70.
Like 71, 72. Robin doesn't score. MPJ is Michael Porter Jr. I thought I was going to do the stat lines, but I didn't. That's my bad.
Michael Porter Jr. dropped 30 points and 15 rebounds. There's a lot of freaking rebounds in the bubble. Lowry had 14 last week. Freaking Luka had 14. MPJ over here has 15.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is a 6'10" small forward. He's like KD.
Well, he's got a little bit more of an advantage than Lowry getting rebounds, but
Lowry went off last week. So Michael Porter Jr., when he got drafted, was a super high touted draft pick. This was 2 years ago, and he had back problems, so he barely played his first season. And now he's finally back and in the bubble. So not only is he back, but he doesn't have to worry about shooting on super deep arenas. And clearly he's fucking killing it.
Got a question, how's Bobo doing?
Not so good.
Not so good.
Not since Michael Porter Jr. started playing again. He's still getting like 7 or 8 points a game, but since Michael Porter Jr. started playing, I guess they're giving him less shots. But he's still a 7'2" power forward.
Big power forward.
Yeah, he's pretty much Kristaps.
Pretty much. Well, what do we got next?
That's your boy.
Oh, I skipped DeRozan.
You skipped two people. You skipped DeRozan and Michael Porter Jr. again because he was.
Wait, there was. See, that's where you messed me up. You put him there. And
Well, I put the DeRozan as a separator. I figured you could distinguish.
Right. So, DeMar DeRozan.
I put him in here just for you. I hope you know that.
Okay. I appreciate you, and that's what I appreciate about you. If you get that reference, let me know in the comments. So DeRozan had 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Not a great night addition to the Rock, but 30 points, I'll take it.
He's never been a great addition to the Rock to begin with.
Can't argue there.
And in San Antonio, they got him playing the small forward now instead of the shooting guard. He's 6'7", and they play back to the basket. So,
and the man doesn't know how to take a three. So
you play somebody in the paint where they belong. Last stat line, give it a go.
And Michael Porter Jr. again dropped 37 points, 1 assist, and 12 rebounds. Is that one more assist than he had the other night? Or
Yeah.
Holy.
He didn't pass the ball at all. I was like, wow, that's a very Carmelo Anthony thing of you to do.
Carmelo Anthony,
Kobe.
Westbrook.
What? No, Westbrook averages a triple-double.
Does he?
Yeah, he did it for the last 3 seasons, bro.
I don't know why. Every time I think Westbrook, I just think of selfish ball. I don't
That's because that's what it is.
something in my head. I don't know.
No, when I think of like the 30 points, 15 rebounds, Melo got a few years ago while he was still on the Knicks, scored 60 some odd points with no assists, which is fucking insane. I hate when it does that. Lastly, we have predictions. You want to get into this? We got Oklahoma City versus the Suns.
How did we do on our predictions last week? Did we do those?
Winner? No, we didn't. Winners, because I did it for the week ahead, so we didn't do them last week. Winners and then leading scores for both teams.
Okay, so first matchup we got OKC versus the Suns. Obviously, seeing as our earlier stat lines about Devin Booker, I'm going to go with the Suns and Devin Booker. OKC, I don't even know.
Chris Paul, Steven Adams, Gilgeous-Alexander. They have a couple good scores. I'm saying Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul is good. Although James Harden didn't think that, but hey.
I don't like that situation. I think Chris Paul should have been out of there way before he even got in there. For OKC versus Suns, I'm going to have to say the Suns too. Devin Booker, Chris Paul. So me and you are in 100% agreement on that one. Because there's really no other option. Can we notice something about the predictions? Remember how we used to do one game for your team and one game for my team?
Yeah.
What team's not on there?
It looks like Brooklyn's
Brooklyn. Because we're going to get mollywhacked this week. Let's go.
How many more games are there?
So
5?
3.
As of recording? 3 as of recording.
And that counts, because we record on Sunday. That's going to count tonight too. Because there's 8 seeding games in total. The Suns are 5-0. So I'm just going to do the...
Alright, so we'll be finding out who's in the playoffs and who's not very shortly.
Wizards aren't. Go ahead.
So next game we have the Toronto Raptors and the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, this one might make him give me dirty looks, but I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Bucks here. Giannis is going to be the leading scorer, and for Toronto, I don't know, it feels like an Ibaka night for some reason.
You think Ibaka? I was about to ask you, whatever happened to Siakam? Why isn't he showing out anymore?
I don't know, he wasn't doing that bad before the break, so I don't... It takes a while to get going. Leave the man alone.
Facts. I'm going to say Milwaukee. I'm going to say Chris Middleton because he went off for 30 the other night. And for Toronto, I'm actually going to say Van Vliet. I think he's going to have a lights-out shooting night, and Lowry's going to end up with 12 rebounds and dish out to Van Vliet, and he's going to dot that bitch.
12 rebounds, 12 assists.
Maybe. And 8
12 points.
I'm not giving him a triple-double.
We're
too close to the playoffs. He's going to have bad shooting again. We're too close to the playoffs.
But it's not in the playoffs, so he's okay.
He's got wet feet. You go to the beach, the water sometimes touches your feet before you get in the ocean.
Oh, man. All right. Who do we got next?
Denver Nuggets versus the Los Angeles Lakers.
Man, the Lakers have been doing bad, haven't they?
They're lazy.
Yeah,
Lazy as hell.
lazy
That was
Lakers.
topic number 2.
I know. Let's see. You see, I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to have to go with the Lakers. Because how do you not pick the Lakers?
Easy. Say Nuggets. That's how you not pick the Lakers.
This dude here. All right, Smarty Pants, who do you got?
Denver.
Obviously. But
Porter Jr.'s averaging 30 plus a game. LeBron's fucking playing 30 minutes, getting 19 points a game. He's lazy.
so are you going Porter Jr. and AD?
Porter Jr. and Kuzma.
Kuzma.
Because he's been doing all right. He got dunked on the other night, though.
I'm going to go Lakers, Porter Jr. and AD.
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
The Nuggets got to win.
So
bro.
we got the same scores, the same, but we got opposite picks.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next?
Mavericks versus the Portland Trailblazers.
Oh man, I'm gonna. Oh.
So before we talk about this, Gary Trent Jr., who's the backup point guard for the Portland Trailblazers, is averaging somewhere in the high teens for the Trailblazers coming off the bench. Yeah, and he just got 22 the other night.
Have you seen what Damian Lillard has been saying about PG?
Dude, they're going back and forth at each other.
Yo,
All right, quick debate. Damian Lillard, Paul George, who are you taking?
I'm taking Paul George.
Yeah,
It's
me
not
too.
even close.
Me too. That's not a question. Paul George has too much franchise success for me not to pick Paul George.
Yeah. So
That was easy.
I'm gonna go with the Mavericks here.
Okay.
Can I not pick Luka? I don't know who.
You can.
Do you think that
Kristaps.
is gonna be the leading scorer? Do you think it's gonna be Luka again?
Well, Kristaps has been leading scorer a couple times in the bubble.
Has he been?
Yeah. I mean, Luka damn near gets like a triple-double every night, so he passes the ball enough.
Yeah, you make a good point. But I'm still gonna go with Luka.
Me too.
I'm gonna go with Luka, and I lost who they were playing for a minute. Okay.
Portland
Damian Lillard, I
Trailblazers.
guess. Or are you gonna go with Skinny Mellow? Is that his nickname now? Skinny
It
Mellow?
is Skinny Mellow. I'm not going to go with Skinny Mellow, though. So you said Mavericks versus Portland. You're taking Mavericks?
Yeah.
So this is going to be a putback podcast first. I'm not picking the Mavericks to win this game.
Oh no.
The Trailblazers have too much depth for me to pick the Mavericks. And Seth Curry's been off the last 2 games. So their backup point guard is not really doing what he should. So I'm going to say the Trailblazers. I'm still going to say Luka's leading the scorer because that's my boy. That's Luka. And then for the Trailblazers, I'm probably going to give it up to CJ McCollum.
Not a bad pick.
Because their guards are too good. Yusuf Nurkic, their center, is getting really good. And Melo's still getting 20 points a game.
Skinny Mellow.
Skinny Melo.
Oh.
Next.
Do you honestly think the Trailblazers have any shot at the championship?
I think they have a shot to get past the first round, but after that, they're pretty much... I feel like this is a team they can make a run with, but Melo's out of it. Nurkic is too new to this type of stuff. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum are pretty much the only 2 players primed to make a run at this, and 2 people is not enough.
No, not really.
Not in the current NBA, not in 2020. It's not happening.
That's why the Lakers are going to lose too. Nah, they got Kuzma. Kuzma's okay.
Lakers are gonna lose. LeBron's gonna turn up for Kobe or whatever, and Anthony Davis is gonna go back to averaging 30.
You see.
They've been losing games with Anthony Davis averaging 30. If everybody else started playing seriously, it's over.
The Clippers are coming out of the West.
Yeah, but I've seen LeBron walk up court on defense, dude. The man doesn't give a fuck. They're not playing seriously.
Yeah, literally walk up court.
And
You've seen him pick up the ball and take a few steps. It's happened.
And they just did it. Kawhi had the night off the other night. They're still doing load management for the motherfucker.
Do you think they're going to do load management when the playoffs are on?
I fucking hope not.
They didn't do that last year in Toronto.
No, Kawhi didn't. Kawhi played fucking 45 minutes a game.
That's why he's average. That's why he's taking a break now. He's like,
He's tired.
Look, coach. I'm going to be sitting 3 minutes a game when the playoffs start. So,
Yeah, I feel that. Next, we got the Clippers versus the Nuggets.
the Clippers versus the Nuggets. Well, what day of the week is this game?
I don't know.
You don't know when this game
Friday?
is?
Do I ever write the days down?
Yeah, but I thought maybe you'd remember. Well, it depends on if Kawhi's playing. Because if Kawhi is not playing, I'm going to go with Denver. If Kawhi's playing, I'm going to go with the Clippers. And either way, I'm going to say PG is the leading scorer.
Mm-hmm. They got him playing shooting guard. 6'9" shooting guard.
Denver, I get Jokic.
I can see that.
Jokic.
I'm going to say the Clippers regardless of Kawhi or not because Paul George is just a different fucking animal this year. Again, Paul George is going to be the leading scorer. And then for the Nuggets, probably Jamal Murray since he's back and kind of healthy now. He's a good guard.
You got a good point there. So our last game is Toronto versus the 76ers. Before we start these predictions, I just want to mention, what do you think about Ben Simmons possibly being out for the rest of the season?
Why? I'm not caught up to date on that.
Whoa. Injured.
What happened? I'm confused.
I don't
Did he shoot
know.
too many threes?
Oh, yeah, too many threes. That was
Tendinitis or something?
But no, he did something, and I can't even remember what. So, with the 76ers and the Toronto game, Ben Simmons is not going to be playing, because Ben Simmons is likely out for the rest of the season with having surgery on, which knee was it?
The left knee.
The left knee. He's got surgery on his left knee, so he's likely not playing the rest of the season, which kind of hurts the 76ers' chances for a championship.
Well, you know he's
might actually help it because of how well him and Embiid play together.
You know he's not the starting point guard anymore.
It's not this.
Shake Milton is. It's either a G League guy or rookie. I forget what his scenario was, but he got brought up last year or during this year, and he's been doing great. So he's actually starting point guard for the 76ers. Shake Milton.
#5. No, okay.
So who do you have winning and who do you have as leading scorers? If you say Ben Simmons for the 76ers, you're probably wrong.
Yeah, probably. 76ers, I think I'm going to have to go with Embiid or Tobias Harris. Let's go Harris. And for Toronto, I guess I'll just go Lowry.
And who do you have winning? Runner-up?
Toronto.
I don't know if I can get behind that one. I'm going to have to say the 76ers. Oh, yeah. Just flip the hat around, right? I'm gonna have to say the 76ers. I'm going to use Lowry as a leading scorer because I don't think VanVleet is going to do it that badass. 76ers, I'm going to have to say Tobias Harris, too.
You know what we forgot to mention throughout this entire podcast?
Probably a lot of shit.
The Brooklyn Nets have clinched a playoff spot.
Oh, we mentioned it when KD got his fucking $1 million bonus for no reason.
Right. But, dude, I was looking at, their starting five right now. I'm like,
it's god awful. The only good player on that fucking starting five is Joe Harris.
I'm like, how did they clinch a spot? What is this?
Joe Harris.
No Kyrie, no KD, no, what's his name?
I'm thankful for the no Kyrie part. Spencer Dinwiddie? No, not Dinwiddie. Jared Allen's in the bubble. Torian Prince is in the bubble.
I think I was thinking Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie? Oh, maybe he's not. I don't know. I try not to keep up on things that make my mood go downhill. So yeah, this is a solid podcast. I'm tired.
Seriously, just compliment ourselves during the podcast.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm on to edit this.
Oh, man. All right. Whew. So, anything else?
No, I don't. I think we covered just about everything going on right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you did and you're on YouTube, drop a like and subscribe to the podcast YouTube channel. If you guys are on any other listening platform, in the description down below, you can either drop us a follow or go check out our social medias. Get at us on Instagram and Twitter. Again, they're up somewhere on the screen. If you guys get at us on Twitter, it's most likely me. If you guys get at us on Instagram, it's probably most likely me too, but he pops around a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.